You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. Well, all right, come on in. Happy Friday. Every Friday should be a happy Friday, and if you didn't have a happy, I just gave you one. You can take it and keep it for yourself. Man, it's been a fun week. So many of you sending me emails, Scott@dailyboostpodcast.com, just saying hey, and a lot of you saying, hey, Scott, I know you're busy. Take your time responding, and I don't. I just respond right away because that's what I said I would do, and it's messing with my productivity, sort of, but I'm pretty good at being productive, so it didn't mess it up that much. But today I'm going to teach you what I do, which may help you be more productive. And I know this is something everybody's always trying to do. There is just way too much to get done. And we'll deal with it today, okay? Hang on for the ride. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. I'm doing this thing a long time. We're coming up on 20 years. The end of this year will be 20 years, and I almost stopped last year. I almost said I'm going to give this up and retire, but I just have too much fun doing it. It's a good thing, and it helps a lot of people, and it's been fun for me. So it's kind of, I'll do it till the day I die. Yes, my name is Scott Smith. Thanks for stopping by. I did get another email from a young lady who said, Scott, I used to listen to you when about 9-10 years ago. She was 19, 20 years old, and kind of got away from it a little bit. And then I came back and I found you on YouTube. I was listening on YouTube, and then you stopped updating YouTube. And I just only listen to my podcast on YouTube. That's all I do. Pretty common for a 30-year-old these days. YouTube is the biggest distributor of podcasts in the world now. Didn't used to be that way. That's really in the past year or two. And so I got to write her back a note. Good news. Starting in about a week or so, maybe 10 days, this podcast goes back on YouTube. Daily Boost podcast on YouTube. We have our own channel. It's there. There's a bunch of stuff there right now. It's a little bit older, maybe a year and a half, 2 years old. But we'll start posting every single day over there. The same show you get here will be there. So if you're a YouTube person, it's coming your way. So get ready for it. I'll let you know when it's there, okay? Let's talk productivity. And let's start by saying this. Productivity is one of those things. I do a lot of coaching. I do at least 2 or 3 group coaching calls a week with a good number of people on these calls. And there's some things that I just don't like to talk about. And one of those is productivity. And the reason is because the minute I have a two-way conversation with a bunch of people about productivity, and they can actually start a discussion, which is what I do in these groups, it just goes down the rabbit hole. It's just crazy. If you want to have some fun, go over to Google and Google productivity and see how much time you can waste. It's awesome. So I don't like to do it, but I do like to help you be more productive. So today we're going to break it down to some real simplicity. So let me set some framing here for you. Number one, if you don't have my Perfect Week Planner, go get it. Perfectweekplanner.com. It's free. It is one page. It is very simple. There's a 12-minute video that will show you the theory and the philosophy behind it. And I plan on Thursdays the entire next week, and I hold space for everything I need to be doing. I do that first. That's the first step in being productive, is knowing when you're going to do your stuff. Perfectweekplanner.com. Start with that. Secondly, a lot of what I do is based on what David Allen did in the book, Getting Things Done. If you have not read the book, Getting Things Done, you might be wise to do it. A lot of people do it. A lot of the basic stuff that you see these days in terms of being productive is kind of based on that. They don't say it, but it is based on his work. At least I admit it, right? So we'll start with that framing, and now let's get into it. What happens if you have stuff to do, as we always have things to do? Well, number one, when something crosses your desk or shows up on your computer screen, wherever it shows up, a thing you got to do, the very first thing I do, did I lift my way through that? I think I did. The very first thing I do is I decide if I'm going to delete it. Now I've got 4 Ds coming up for you to make this easy for you. Delete it being the first D. That's it. I review the task that has come my way. I look at it and I go, do I even need it? Just get rid of it. Clean it out. Done. Gone. Just like that. Delete it. It's like, remember we used to have albums back in the day, and you wanted to digitize your albums into your iTunes library that was brand new back then? And everybody tried to do every song they had, even the ones they didn't like. And eventually we figured out that, no, just throw away the ones we don't like and just digitize the ones we do like. Of course, we don't do that anymore because we have everything digital these days. Delete it first. Just get rid of the problem. Now, what if you can't delete it? What if it actually has to be done? Well, the next thing is the second D. You want to delegate it. If it rises up to a level of importance that it has to be taken care of, do you have to do it? Yes or no? Maybe not. Pass it on if you don't have to. Just get rid of it. It's off your desk. And really, literally delegate it out so it doesn't come back to you. Get rid of it. Have somebody take care of it in its entirety. The third D is delay it. This is when you want to spend some time on it in the future, and you don't have to do it today, but you do want to deal with it in the future. It's kind of a maybe someday kind of thing, but really you're just going to kind of come back to it. But you make that after you've said, well, do I delete it? Do I delegate it? I need to delay this one. And finally, the fourth one is do it. After you've reviewed everything, you say, oh, got to do this one. This is on me. Let's go. Boom. Buck stops with you. Get it done. Pretty easy stuff. Winning the day is about making sure that most important things in your life get done. And what will that be today? So let's look at this again and go a little bit deeper.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Delete. What is that? It's the power of elimination. It's removing the task. It's very simple stuff. Delegate, multiplying yourself by kind of turning that lever that you can get other people to do this for you. How about delay? Well, it's strategic procrastination is all that is. And doing it is just taking ownership of the task. Now, how do we apply this? Number one, I just had this conversation a few minutes ago with a gentleman. Audit your tasks. Do an inventory. Look at everything on your to-do list, your current list. Everything. And if it's not on the list someplace, if it's not in one place, a rule of David Allen, make sure everything you have to do is in one place, not 10 places, not a computer program and a journal and everything else. Get it in one place so you can see it in one place. And then you want to apply my 4 Ds to it, right? You want to look at that and you want to say, okay, wait a second. Do I need to delete, delegate, delay, or just do this thing? Physically, cross out the items you can get rid of if you can. That's the first thing. Just do it while you're auditing. Now, number 2, there's an action step here that comes into play, and that is create a daily priority question. Now, a lot of people don't do this, but it is kind of cool. A simple question for you may be, what is the most important thing I need to be doing today? If you limit yourself to 3 critical tasks, that's all you have to do, 3 tasks, important tasks in the course of a day, you'll get so much done. Again, a really standard thing amongst people who are very productive and very successful. What's the most important thing? And do 3 of them. That's it. Everything else will take care of itself. Schedule those to get done before anything else happens. So we're going to audit everything, get rid of what we can, And then we're going to prioritize what we have, and we're going to do at least the most 3 important that day if we can. Number 3, I want you to set up a delegation system. So when you look at everything and you realize, wait, I got to do all these 3 today. This is important to me, and I've got to do it. How do I get all that other stuff that I'm going to do done? Well, that delegation system, what does that mean? It means figuring out how you delegate, who you delegate to, how the process works. Take a few minutes and figure that out, because then you can identify what you can't get to very quickly. You could delegate it out and have it come back to you done a little bit later on. You got to find the right person. This is about the who. Sometimes a VA over in the Philippines is not the person that you want to delegate things to. A computer or AI is not always the thing that you want to delegate things to. It's the right who. When you find the right person who can get it done, it doesn't come back to you. It's true delegation. And that's the key to making this work. I cannot tell you how many times I've made the wrong choice of who I delegated stuff to, and it kept coming back with 10 questions. It's like, wait a second, I gave it to you, go get it done. And that's how I think. Once I hand it to you, get it done, but I didn't make sure they thought that way. So it's really, really important. But at the end of the day, in terms of getting more productive, first you get the Perfect Week Planner, perfectweekplanner.com. Secondly, review everything. It becomes a delete it, a delegate it, a delay it, or a do it. That's all there is to it. All right, easy stuff, okay? It's so easy, it's hard to do. By the way, a word of warning, if I may. When you get this way of thinking, you're going to find yourself with lots of extra time. Things are going to get nice and organized for you. And you really, there's a chance you might slide back into doing your old habits again. So once you figure this out, stick with it and do it. Give it a try this week and you'll see what happens, okay? Scott at dailyboostpodcast.com. That's where you can find me if you'd like to send me a note and say, hi, I'm listening. And I'll talk back to you. I will. I like writing notes. I will. Have a good weekend. I'll see you Monday.